Hello, I am Pramod Kumar. Today our subject is accountancy. Our chapter is accounting for share capital. We have divided this chapter in 6 parts. We have already discussed 2 parts. This is the third part. In this, we will discuss only accounting treatment, right? Accounting treatment of accounting for share capital. How do we account for at various stages, right? So first is the first process is application. So at the stage of application, what do we do? What is the accounting treatment given? That accounting treatment is bank account will be debited, right? Accounting treatment on at the time of application. Bank account will be debited and it will be credited to share capital account, right? And what will be the narration? Narration will be amount received on application, amount received on application for this is the number of shares at rupees per share, right? Once again, at the stage of application, on application, the accounting treatment will be debit bank account and credit share capital account, and the narration will be amount received on application for this is the number of shares at rupees rate of share per share, right? Then we go to what happens after application. After application, the process is of allocation, right? This was on application, and since the process of allotment is slightly longer, we have jotted it down in order to save on time, right? Application, debit bank account, credit share capital account, because the money has to go to share capital account, and the narration is amount received on application for number of shares, how many shares, and at rupees per share, what is the rate, right? Now next stage is allotment. At the stage of allotment, we make this 5 accounting entries, right? For transfer of application money, we have gone to the next stage. Application money process is over. Now we are going to allotment. For transfer of application money, right? For transfer of application money, what will be the entry? Debit share capital account and credit share capital account, right? For transfer of application money has been received. Now it needs to be transferred. Debit share application account, because in that money has come, and credit share capital account. And narration will be application money on these many number of shares allotted oblique transferred to share capital, right? For transfer of application money, I am repeating so that you can understand it. Application money needs to be transferred. So what will be the accounting entry? Where is the money lying? Money is lying in share capital account. So debit share capital, share application account and credit share capital account, right? Application money on number of shares allotted oblique transferred to share capital, right? Then next is for money refunded on rejected applications. Suppose the company issued for 1 lakh shares, right? 1 lakh shares, and applications have been received for 2 lakh shares, right? So the company needs to reject applications for 1 lakh additional share applications, right? For money refunded on rejected applications. Maybe that the company issued for 1 lakh shares, but applications were received for 2 lakh shares. So the company needs to refund money for 1 lakh of excess shares applied, right? So for money refunded on rejected applications, the entry will be debit share application account, because share application money has been received for 2 lakh shares, whereas the company has decided to issue 1 lakh shares only. So excess of 1 lakh shares money, share application money will be debited to share application account and credited to bank account. Why bank account? Because from there applicants excess or rejected applications money will be refunded, right? And the narration will be application money returned on rejected application for these many number of shares. In this case, if we take this example, application money returned on rejected applications for 1 lakh shares, right? Then next is for amount due on allotment. Amount due on allotment. What is the entry? Accounting entry? Debit share allotment account and credit share capital account, right? Amount due on allotment. Debit share allotment account and credit share capital account. Next is for adjustment of excess application money, right? We know that if excess application money is received, some of it will be adjusted towards the allotment money, right? Suppose here they have received money for application money for 2 lakh shares, they need to get for 1 lakh shares. So what they will do, this company will do for all those applicants for whom they have decided to allot shares, what they will do, the excess application money will be adjusted towards allotment money, right? So for adjustment of excess application money, debit share application account, because share application money has been credited to share application account, right? Here it is. It has been credited to share application account, so it will be debited and it will be credited to share allotment account, right? And the narration will be application money on these many number of shares at rupees this rate per share adjusted to amount due on allotment, right? Next is for receipt of allotment money. What is the accounting entry? For receiving allotment money, debit bank account and credit to share allotment account, right? For receipt of allotment money, bank account will be debited and share allotment account will be credited. And narration will be allotment money received on these many number of shares at rupees this rate per share combined account, right? So we go to next. On application we have seen, right? Now we go to on calls, right? When the company makes call or calls, so we know that company could raise entire money in the first call itself. it could be like this: first and final call, or it could be first call, then second call, and then if there are three calls, third and final call, right? If there is going to be only one call to be made by the company, first and final call, or if there are three calls to be made, first call, then second call, and then third and final call, right? Since there is only one call to be made in this case, first and final call, since three calls are to be made, first call, second call, third and final call, right? Now on calls, what are the accounting entries to be passed, right? It will be for call amount due. Call amount is due. So share call account to share capital account. Share call account debit to share capital account. Why I have kept here blank? Because here we need to write the number. First call, second call, third call. If this is first call, we will write share first call account. If it is not first call, it is second call, we will write share second call account, right? If it is third and final call, we will write third and share third and final call account, and credit will be share capital account, right? And narration will be call money due on number of shares at rupees rate per share, right? Call money due on number of shares at rupees rate of share per share. Then for receipt of call account, what do we do? This we had done for call amount due. Now for receipt of call amount, the entry will be for receipt of call amount, debit bank account and credit to share call account, right? Bank account debit, and what will you credit? To share first or second or third call account. To share first or second or third call account, right? Okay. If it is only one call, then we will write first and final call account. If there are two calls, then in the first we will write only first call account, and in the second we will write second and final call account. If there are total three calls, in first we will write first call account, in second call account, and in third and final call account. That way we will name it, right? And narration will be call money received, because this we were doing for receipt of call money, this one, right? Then what do we do for calls in arrears? Call has been made but arrears are there, right? Calls in arrears, everything has not been paid as per the call. So calls in arrears, what do we do? Debit calls in arrear account to share first call account. Right? Calls in arrear account, debit, and what do we credit? To share first call account. To share first call account, or what do we do? If it is not first, if it is second, then second, or if it is third and final, then third and third and final. If there is only one call to share first and final call account, if there are two calls, for the first it will be to share first call account, and for the second to share second and final call account. If there are in all three calls, for the first to share first call account, for the second to share second call account, and for the third to share third and final call account, right? And the narration will be calls in arrears brought into account. Calls in arrears brought into account, right? This was regarding calls in arrears, right? Now we go to what happens on receipt of call amount with interest. What is happening? Call was not paid in time. It was paid with delay. So, delayed period interest will be there. From the date call was due to be paid and the actual date on which call was paid. In between period, for that period, interest will be there. So, what happens when call amount with interest is received? It's very simple. You debit bank account and credit two accounts. Which are those two accounts? That particular call account and interest account, right? To call in arrears account, call in arrears account, and which is the other account will credit? To interest account. Whatever interest has been received, right? On receipt of call money with interest. The company has received call money with interest. So the accounting entry will be bank account debit. In this account that call money with interest has gone, and credit to call in arrears account, whatever amount call was due, and remaining amount to interest account, right? And the narration will be calls in arrears received with interest. Calls in arrear received with interest, right? Now we go to the next one, that is calls in advance. A call has not been made and money has been received in advance, right? Call money has been received in advance. So what do we do? What is the entry? Debit bank account and credit to call in advance account. See, where has the money gone? Advance call money has been received, or call money has been received in advance. So it has been credited to bank account, particular bank account. So bank account will be debited, and what will be credited? Bank account debited, because in that money has been paid, and what will be credited? To call in advance account. Right? To call in advance account. And what happens on the due date? This money has been received in advance. What happens when the due date arrives? It's very simple. The money will go to the account where it should be. Here it has been parked only for the temporary period. It has been credited to call in advance account only for a temporary period. So this account will be debited on due date, right? What will be the entry? Accounting entry. On due date of the calls, amount of calls in advance will be adjusted as call in advance account debit, and what will be credited? To particular call account. Suppose it is first call. So first call account will be, or call first account will be credited. If it is only one call, so first and final call account will be credited. If it is second one and out of 3, so call second account will be credited, like that particular call account, and it will be credited to particular call account, to whichever call account it relates to, right? And the narration will be calls in advance adjusted with the call money due. Calls in advance adjusted with the call money due. Call money was due, right? Now it has been adjusted. Then what is the accounting entry that we do for payment of interest? Earlier we discussed collection of interest. Overdue interest was collected by the company. Now we are talking about for payment of interest. Company has to pay interest due to whatever reasons, right? So what will be the accounting entry? Interest on call in advance account and credit bank account. Interest on call in advance account will be debited, and what will be credited? To bank account, right? It will be, and what will be the narration? Interest paid on calls in advance. Call money was paid in advance, on that the company has paid interest. Interest on call in advance account debit and credit bank account, right? Now what happens when there is a case of oversubscription? An issue has been made and the issue has been oversubscribed, right? Oversubscribed means, the example I had given, the company wants to issue 1 lakh shares, but subscription has been received for 2 lakh shares, oversubscription by 1 lakh. So what are the entries to be made on application and allotment? Bank account debit and share application account credit, right? Here we are talking of which stage? Application stage. Bank account will be debited and share application account will be credited. And what will be the narration? Money received on application for number of shares at rupees dash, means rate at rupees per share, right? That will be the narration. This is at the level of a stage of application, right? What will be the second stage? Second stage will be, this account will be debited. Share application account. See, share application account is a temporary account, right? Finally, the money needs to go to the share capital account, because money has been raised for that purpose, raising capital for the company. So share application account will be debited and to share capital account and to bank account, right? Whatever applications have been approved, those amounts will be credited to share capital account. Whatever applications have not been approved, means excess, oversubscription, those will be credited to the bank account for refund to the applicants, right? This will be called transfer of application money on number of shares, 1 lakh shares or whatever shares, at the rate of rupees this much per share, allotted and money refunded money refunded, which relates to this account. Money refunded on application for these many number of shares rejected, because we are talking of a situation of oversubscription. Company wanted to issue 1 lakh shares, but subscription has been received for 2 lakh shares. So there is a case of oversubscription, right? So share application money has been debited, share capital account has been credited for the number of shares issued by the company, and excess applications money has been credited to the bank account, right? Now what happens at the allotment stage? Debit share allotment account and credit share capital account. Share allotment account, debit, and credit share capital account, right? This is at the stage of allotment. Debit share allotment account and the amount will be credited to share capital account, and the narration will be amount due on allotment of number of shares, whatever number of shares, at rupees whatever rate of shares per share, right? Then fourth stage is, what happens in the fourth stage? Debit bank account, credit share allotment account. Right? So now shares have been allotted at this stage. Debit bank account and credit share allotment account. And what will be the narration? Narration will be allotment money received. Since bank has been debited, share allotment account has been credited, allotment money received, right? So in this part we wanted to discuss only accounting entries in respect of these things, right? So what did we discuss? On application, on allotment, on calls, what are the entries to be made on calls, calls in arrears, right? On receipt of call amount with interest, right? Calls in advance, call money received in advance, what is the treatment, right? And for payment of interest, company paying interest on calls in advance has been made, the money has lagged with the company before time, company needs to pay interest, that we have discussed. And the position of oversubscription we have discussed, what happens in the case of oversubscription, right? So we can do one thing, on application bank account is debited and share application account is credited. On calls, for call amount due, when the call amount is due, share call account is debited and share capital account is credited, right? And for receipt of call money, what happens? For receipt of call money, the company needs to receive call money, debit bank account, credit to share call account. Debit bank account, credit, share call account. Calls in arrears, debit calls in arrears account and credit share first call account or share second call account or share third and final call account, whatever is applicable. And what do we do? On receipt of call amount with interest, the company has received call amount with interest. So what does the company do? What are the accounting entries? Debit bank account, credit call in arrears account and credit interest account, right? Debit bank account, and there will be two credits, call in arrears account and interest account, right? Call in advance, what happens then? Debit bank account and credit call in advance account, because call money has been received in advance, due date has not come. On due date, How is this entry adjusted? How is this entry adjusted? Amount of calls in advance is adjusted as debit calls in advance account and credit particular call account. Right? Call first account or call second account or call third and final account. Right? Because in that call in advance account, that money was parked only for a small period. Right? Temporary period. And for payment of interest, call in advance was received. The company was holding money for more than required period. So the company needs to pay interest. So what is the accounting entry? Interest on call in advance account will be debited and bank account will be credited. Right? And in case of oversubscription, you have seen debit bank account, credit share application account, debit share application account, and credit share capital account, and excess amount will be credited to bank account for refund to the those subscribers in whose case it is excess. And third stage share allotment, debit share allotment account and credit share capital account, because finally the money needs to go to share capital account. And lastly, debit bank account, credit share allotment account. At this stage shares stand allotted to the subscribers, right? I hope you found it easy to understand. In case of any difficulty, you may please approach me on my email ID, which will be there at the thumbnail to the video. Thank you very much.